Family sedan competition is white hot these days. Why go for the all-new 2012 Volkswagen Passat? Well, VW builds a special larger version for us Americans. They've also dropped the price and maintenance is free for the first 3 years. It's now assembled here too in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Or maybe these 3 letters grab your attention. Passat has a diesel engine option. The competitors don't. The turbocharged 4-cylinder TDI makes 140 horsepower, which doesn't sound powerful, but I'll address that in a second. Diesel smoke and smell is a thing of the past.
The TDI engine is very clean. You can buy it in all 50 states, but that is not the best part. The EPA rates fuel economy at 31 city, 43 highway, and Passat is not a small car.
Can it get out of its own way? Sure can. Diesels have gobs of torque off the line. Passat has 236 pound-feet of it. Hustling to 60 miles an hour in about 8.5 seconds, power feels more substantial than 140 horses.
I'm surprised Americans haven't fully embraced diesel engines passing on a 2-lane road or going up a steep hill. There's lots of low-end torque and power.
Passat is moderately quiet. You'll hear the distinctive diesel grumble, especially at idle. But it's okay, this is hardly a bad sound. Ride quality is comfortable with good, capable cornering. This German has developed a thick American accent. The quick-shifting 6-speed dual-clutch automatic aggressively looks for the highest gear possible, maybe too high occasionally.
Real-world fuel economy? Well, check this out. This is my city average. I've been driving around for about a half an hour. This is an easy figure to get. I've been driving sort of moderately.
It's even better on the highway. At a fairly steady 65 miles an hour, I've seen the computer read 52 miles per gallon. Impressive, if the gauge is accurate. Everything, including the cabin, has a restrained, modern appearance. Materials look good, feel good too. Heated seats are broad, minimally bolstered, and covered in easy care synthetic leather. Tunes will sound good through the Fender, yes, Fender branded audio system. The optional nav system is easy to understand, though the screen requires a very deliberate touch. Surprisingly, no backup camera. If you buy your cars based on cubby holes, you'll want this one on your list. There's storage all over, plus all of the cup holders can handle my big coffee mug Godzilla without a problem. How American. Switch gears feel fine, screen graphics are well done, phones and iPods are supported, though check the special interface cable before leaving the dealership. My example didn't seat well. The back seat has loads of legroom. VW claims there's 4.5 inches more of it than a Hyundai Sonata. Again, the cushion is on the flat side, and again, lots of storage. Great for families, but no power port or climate vents. And if your dog likes to stick his head out the window, this is as far down as they go.
Trunks are measured in cubic feet. However, do you put small little cubic feet in your trunk? No, you put big stuff like this. That's what counts. That's why I do this test.
Oh, wait, let me show you that the folks at VW are kind enough to give you a spare tire. These days, a simple repair kit is becoming more common. The AdBlue tank is filled here, which is necessary for the emissions system. Looks easy enough to do on your own. Passat's trunk is large, yet average in class at 7 bundles of Kirkland's Best. Watch the hinge arms though, they can squish things. Worth noting, the pass-through is very large and useful. Passat is not a flashy-looking car. It appears the designers had a contest to see who could use the fewest lines. Some might see it as plain. I find it modern and clean with a dose of anonymity. In some ways, it looks like a supersized Jetta. The C-pillar reminds me a bit of a Chevy Impala. Passat has 2 other engine options. Priced below the TDI is a 2.5-liter 5-cylinder that makes 170 horsepower, though it has much less torque, much higher in the power band. There's also VW's VR6 engine with how many cylinders? The clue is VR6. It makes 280 horsepower and a bit more torque than the TDI. It also drinks premium fuel. Price of entry for the Passat TDI is $26,765 with a manual transmission. Add $2,000 for the automatic. Diesel fuel is more expensive than gasoline, but fuel economy here is impressive, and it's satisfying to drive. If hybrids aren't your thing, the TDI is a powerful argument that VW has aimed diesels and the Passat straight at Americans. A little bit more about the DSG transmission. Shifts are very quick and sure. I really like this gearbox, and it gets in manual mode, as you can see. There is a 6-speed manual transmission too. Finally, the name Passat. It's either the name of a 4-masted steel ship that sailed back in 1911 or a kind of trade wind. Use that at your next party.
That is my take on the 2012 Volkswagen Passat SE TDI. Now, if you're watching this someplace other than the website, drivencarreviews.com, I highly suggest you go there, not just because I want to be a big web entrepreneur. It's more of a boutique site. All right, that's a euphemism for saying small. But the great thing about small sites is your voice can be heard there. On the big mega sites, your posts just kind of dwindle down and nobody ever reads it. You can be heard at drivencarreviews.com. So check it out. That's Driven. I'm Tom Volk.